You gonna get wrecked.
Terrible thing to admit as we're going to green.
Okay,
Don't worry
Chris,
about it.
get ready.
I'm not even on the grid right now.
Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
So this is actually the second night of racing. I didn't capture Monday night, but I can tell you that I think this was actually my best result. I started in 15th, and I think I ended up finishing 6th, and ironically I was down like 40 laps because I took all kinds of damage. This week was just a complete shit show, as you're about to see. So this was Tuesday night, best finish. You're about to see the rest of the races, up all the way through to Friday.
You're in the middle, 3 wide. Clear outside, you're in the middle, 3 wide.
Be careful, we've got a full course caution. Pace car is...
So the next night, I get pole position again,
fun, I guess.
and again, I just was not familiar with these changes
Alright, Chris,
they've made.
be ready.
They must have made these while I was not sim racing,
We'll need to come
but
into the pits to serve
you
the
always used to
penalty.
start in the
Go, go,
restart
go.
zone, and now all of a sudden it seems there's a lot of tracks that you go on green, so I got a black flag. And like I've said in almost every one of my videos, you need to qualify high. You need to get into the front of the pack, otherwise it's just going to be problem after problem after problem. And Bristol's such a small track. I mean, it literally takes 15 seconds to go around. You're going to be in the mix of everything. That's why it's such a challenging track. It ends up being one of my favorites, though.
Watch your
So
speed.
anyway,
There's a car
on to the
behind.
next
Stay
night.
inside the line.
Familiar position, pole position again, and the same
Chris,
result.
are you
I
ready?
still can't believe this happened. I actually did try to time this by looking at the flag and not the goddamn lights, the graphic they put on your screen, and I blow the start. So my advice to anybody is go by the green lights on obviously on your screen. Don't try to use the tracks or
Full course
graphics
caution.
or anything
Pit lane
else.
speed
Definitely,
limit is
the animation from
35
the
miles per hour.
flagman. It doesn't work. This race was just simply terrible. I took tons of damage. The car was undrivable afterwards, and I literally just went to the pits and logged off. So now you're caught up. We're back to Friday night, and I got pole position again. I did get a good start. Like I said, I learned, use the graphics that are on your screen. Don't try to use anything else. And the race ended up being a shit show as well. I stayed in first for a long time here. And you're about to see. I just could not believe the idiots that were on this track. I was literally wrecked twice from first position. First time you'll see later on. I ended up in 5th or 6th, worked my way back up to 1st, and then was taken out again. It's just unbelievable. And it was petitioned. These guys are complete idiots, and I encourage you all to do the same. Otherwise, it will just continue. Anyway, enjoy the race. And like I've said earlier, I am trying to build up this channel, so like and subscribe. Please share it with your friends, and I'll see you around.
Full course caution, be careful.
fucking caution. You're coding everywhere. Just kickflip.
Your lap time was at 57.78. have 8 incident points.
Hey. Keep your bounce off the wall.